Today, in honor of the Irish, we are making Irish soda bread. This recipe is supposed to be super easy. I hope so because I've never made it before. We're also using a cast iron skillet, and this is brand new, so my first time using it. This recipe calls for a whole lot of flour. Buttermilk, we don't have buttermilk, so we're going to use vitamin D milk mixed with apple cider vinegar, baking soda, 1 egg, kosher salt, and some melted butter. It also calls for 1 tablespoon of sugar. Let's just start putting all these ingredients together and form our dough. We'll start with our milk. I have 1 3/4 cups of milk. So we're going to add apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon, and just a little under another tablespoon. And stir that around. We're going to let this rest for 10 minutes. In the meanwhile, we have 4 cups of flour in a very large measuring cup, and there's some leeway here, so I'm going to mix the dry ingredients in with the flour in this measuring cup first. It only takes 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, and a tablespoon of sugar. We're just going to mix that in. But we're going to sift the ingredients. We're going to sift the flour. The recipe didn't say to sift, it said to whisk. We're going to actually sift it to make sure that this is very fine. Because there may be lumps, we want to sift it. This takes a while to sift. It's a very good sifter, but it takes a little while. But it will be well worth it. And when you have a very fine sifter like this, you just kind of shake it like this, and it speeds up the process. Whatever sifter you're using is fine. If you don't sift it, it's fine also. Just be sure to whisk the flour with the dry ingredients. When you get to the end, some of the flour is not coming out. It's kind of sticking around to the side. Just pour it out like this. And I'm also whisking to make sure that the flour, the baking soda, and the salt are evenly distributed. But this is very fine, finely sifted. Beautiful looking flour we're going to use for this Irish soda bread. Now we're going to be putting together our wet ingredients in a separate bowl. But first I need to melt some butter. And you can use margarine also, butter or margarine. We're just going to slowly melt this in this little pan here. While the butter is melting, we are going to mix up an egg into the created buttered milk. We're whisking it until the egg is very well incorporated into the milk. The butter is melted. I'm going to add it to the milk and egg mix. Very quickly whisk, because that butter was still hot. Okay. And we don't want to cook the egg. But we don't want to scramble eggs. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so we mix that up very well. Now we're going to add the wet mixture to the dry mixture. And we're going to be stirring it with a rubber spatula. Now, if you don't have a rubber spatula, you can use a wooden spoon. We'll just mix this up really well together. Then let it rest for a few minutes while we're preparing our pan with butter. We just need to grease the pan with butter or margarine, and I'm using a clean coffee filter. Now we are going to put just a little flour over the dough. And we're going to work it and try to form a ball within the bowl. Okay, this is just very, very sticky. Make sure you have flour on your hands when you do this, because you're going to be working the dough. Basically, forming the dough into a ball and doing a little bit of kneading.
You don't have to use the board like I decided to do here. This is my first time making this, and I just thought it would be easier and less messy to use the board. Along with parchment paper, which comes in handy for cleanup.
Transfer it as a dough ball onto the pan. Sprinkle a little flour on top, like that. And we're going to score it. I'm just going to take a giant cookie cutter and do this. There. It's a shamrock. And a couple little ones to the side. This is how I'm going to score it, but you can just put an X with a butter knife. Now this may be a little flatter than what it's supposed to be. The recipe said to leave it as a dough ball. Well, I'm going to bake it like this, and it should rise because it's got baking soda. And we're going to put it in the oven. And if anything, we can use this for bruschetta, so it will be the shape of bruschetta when we cut it. The oven is preheated at 400 Fahrenheit. We're going to bake this for 35 to 40 minutes. I'm preparing an egg wash to brush onto the bread the last 15 minutes of baking. So I'll be removing it in just a few minutes. I just added a few drops, just a small amount of milk to one egg, and I'm beating it. And we'll put it back in the oven. I've got the bread cooling on a rack, and it did crack a little through here, but it has a very nice texture. That egg wash really helped it along. Gave it a beautiful color. This looks amazing.
I went ahead and cut into a piece, and I'm surprised by how light and airy it looks. It's definitely hard to believe this is a quick bread.
Now I'm going to do a taste test. This is absolutely amazing. I will put this in a regular loaf bread and make sandwich bread from this. And you can do it from what I understand. Just butter your pan very well and butter it. Put margarine or butter, just load it on there before you form the dough. And the dough you don't even have to knead, but a couple times. You're supposed to knead it in the bowl, directly in the bowl, and then pour it into the pan. This was very, very easy. The most difficult part was not the sifting. It was dealing with the stickiness of the dough, and you just compensate with flour. It's as simple as that. This is wonderful. It's very crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside, but not overly soft, and it has a very good flavor, and it tastes like bread, not biscuit. I thought it would taste like biscuit. It tastes like bread. I will never buy yeast again for bread. I will never make yeast bread again. It does not agree with me anyway, but I love this bread. It is fabulous. Please give it a try. You can just store this bread in a large storage bag, and it will keep for quite a while. You can freeze the bread. It's going to be a regular thing on this channel. Periodically, you're going to see me bake this bread, and I will link the recipe in the description of this video. It turned out much better than I expected. We enjoyed it very much. Thanks for watching today. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Happy St. Patrick's Day. God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you on the next one.